It is dawn, and a new day begins. Across the land, a wake-up call is heard, and in the towns and cities of America, entrepreneurs rise to the call. Time for new developments, new visions, new growth. It is time to move America forward.
Welcome to our series, Moving America Forward. Each week we'll be focusing on America's entrepreneurs as they take us to new roads, new opportunities, new ways to fill the gaps left by today's failing companies. Our series will be looking at that and a lot more. So come with me and watch as the entrepreneurs of our nation move into the future. I'm William Shatner, and you're watching Moving America Forward.
And I'm Doug Llewellyn here in our studios in Los Angeles. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most interesting and innovative companies in America. The company is called SecuraTrac, and it is headquartered in Hermosa Beach, California. Their two key participants are with me here in our studio. I'd like you to meet them right now. First on my left is Robert Tomlinson, who's the sales director for the company, and on his left is Chris Holbert, the CEO. Gentlemen, welcome. Nice to have you with us. Chris, a short while ago, you actually had an opportunity to chat with William Shatner and answer a couple of questions from him. Well, let's take a look at how that went, and then we'll be back to continue. Okay?
Great.
I know that you're deeply involved in the technology field, but what are some of your advancements, and how is it helpful to move America forward?
Mr. Shatner, SecuraTrac's advancements in technology have helped made it possible to instantly locate young children, seniors, and pets, and to immediately respond to emergency needs of seniors, no matter where they are. SecuraTrac is keeping our loved ones safe and secure, and that bill is how we're helping to move America forward.
That's very interesting. Chris, you told Mr. Shatner that your company helps keep our loved ones safe and secure, and our elderly people safe and secure as well. It's really very interesting. Let's talk about our loved ones, and we're talking about really everybody, but certainly especially focusing on children. And this is through your program, which is called SecuraPal, which is all part of the SecuraTrac company. I have some statistics here that a child is reported missing every 20 seconds in the United States, and a pet goes missing every 2 seconds.
That's right.
I mean, these are pretty staggering statistics. Let me ask you first off to explain to me just what SecuraPal is. How does it work? What is it?
Sure. So SecuraPal is a small 2-ounce GPS locator. It's simple. The child or the senior or the pet just wears it or carries it. There's many different and convenient ways to do that. Wherever they go, not only in the U.S., but in 120 countries, you can see where they're at in real time. So what that allows us to do is many things. For children, for example, there's a small...
Tell you what, why don't you hand it to me? Let me hold this up for the camera. This is really what you're talking about.
That's right.
You call this SecuraPal.
Personal automated locator, that's right.
And I see a button on it. Just
Yes.
one button. What happens?
So if a child goes missing or somehow in danger, they can push that button.
Yep.
5 to 10 seconds later, their parents, their friends, and family will get a message that tells them exactly where they're at and directions on how to get there.
Well, we can demonstrate this.
That's
in
right.
The studio.
Yep.
Why don't you open the computer? We'll get ready to do this. We have a telephone. We have an iPhone here on the table, and SecuraTrac. This is hooked up. I presume we've tested this here in the studio. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to push the button. Now, will I hear anything when I push this?
When you push and hold it for 2 seconds, it'll give the child in this case, or you in this case, a vibration that lets them know the message has been sent.
All right, I'm going to try this. I'm pushing it. And
So
there, I heard a buzz. We heard the buzz. We heard the hum. Now, we are actually going to wait to see what's going to happen here, because this is working on the cellular system. The call works just like a normal cell call. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right.
So it's going to take a second or two.
So that would have been the message the parent would have received. It can go to multiple people at the same time.
Signals are going off all over the place.
Yeah,
here.
and so this gives them the address of where the child would be located.
So what should we look at there? Now we're looking at your cell phone right now. We see what's on your cell phone. Read that to me. What does it say?
Right, so it says the Guardian demo, which is the one you had,
right,
has sent an SOS. It is currently near 10824 Ventura Boulevard, Studio City.
There you are.
Yeah, and there's also an email sent as well to as many people as you want to set.
Right. And what about what's on the computer? There's a map. Did it show up on the computer screen yet?
Yeah, it's here. And so what you'll see not only is the most recent alert,
all right,
but you'll also see a breadcrumb trail.
If the camera can zoom in any tighter on that picture in the middle, we might be able to see it even a little bit better. But
yeah, so the breadcrumb trail will show you throughout the day or any day, 90 days back in history where the child has been as well.
So that shows us exactly where. So that's how the system works. This is pretty fascinating. And it works on, explain to me the system, how it works.
It's simple. The GPS locator.
You can close the computer now, by the way.
The GPS locator gets its position from the satellite.
Right.
And then it, over a cellular network, much like your cell phone, relays that location back to SecuraTrac.
What's interesting, let me get you in this, Robert, this works worldwide.
Absolutely. Yes. It's one of the more fascinating aspects of this program is that many of the technology that's out there servicing the communities today don't have worldwide applications. So consequently, a lot of people are tethered to their homes that have little emergency alert type of buttons that they may push in the event of an emergency. If they're outside of a particular range, in most cases between 150 and 600 feet, they're not going to get serviced.
How do you propose this is used? Is it more beneficial for children than perhaps anything else?
I actually think that there's broad applications on many different segments of the family, whether it's children, pets, or seniors. And so we have customers not only in the U.S. but in many other countries that use it for children, and then sometimes on the weekends they use it for their pets. And so what we find is that there's a large adoption curve for both children but also then seniors. For example, one application is seniors who have Alzheimer's. They tend to wander. And so it's a great way to...
So I can see a senior being willing to carry this. Are kids willing to carry a device like this? And we're talking young kids, of course, but then teenagers. Yeah. What about teenagers when they get, 14, 15, 16 in that age?
Yeah, it's been a great response from our customers, especially those who have older children, their teens, early teens, mid-teens. And what it really does is afford the parents and the children to extend that ability to give freedom. So, for example, we have one customer whose 13-year-old daughter was allowed to go to their first concert without her mom because she took the SecurPal with her, kept it on, and that gave her mom the peace of mind of knowing that if she needed to help her, she could help her quickly, know where she was, and get there with directions turn by turn. The daughter, in this case, was also at ease. She got to get a little more freedom without her mom over her shoulder at her first concert, and at the same time knew if she needed her, she was just a quick button push away.
Well, that's pretty fascinating with this system. You have another system called SecuraTrac. Why don't you hand me that button and let me hold that one up so we can talk about this. It works pretty similar on the same kind of system, but this one's much more complex, I presume. Explain this one to me.
Sure, and I'll start and maybe Robert can finish. The idea around LifeTrac and the solution that you're holding there is really geared towards personal emergency response for seniors. Seniors who live on their own, seniors who want a little added safety and peace of mind because perhaps they have health conditions or, again, they're on their own and want the ability to contact emergency services. So what that has that the SecurPal does not have is the ability to make and receive phone calls. So it's, again, 2 ounces. It works in over 120 countries. And number one, the speed dial button, number one, can be used for 911 emergency calls.
Let Robert explain some of this. What are some of the components? I see 4 different buttons here.
Correct. They're all programmable.
Right.
So consequently, if you have a neighbor that you've befriended over the years and you trust that individual to assist you with a slight emergency or concern, right, you can program that. If you have ambulatory care services, hospice even, or any kind of nursing program in place, you can push that button. If you have external members of the family that live nearby, you push that button. It's totally programmable.
And one of them is 911, right?
Absolutely.
That's automatic.
That's an automatic.
Yeah. And this really works very well, and it works wherever.
That's
they
right.
might be.
Yeah, that's one of the key components of this, is that you're not locked into your home. I mean, 35% of seniors in the U.S. over 65 will fall this year. It's the #1 cause of fatal injury for seniors in the U.S., falling, that is. And so what this allows you to do is really continue to live your life, be mobile, be independent, but still get that safeguard that, that some of the other services also provide, but they only do it in the home. We can do it anywhere.
Again, this works worldwide.
Absolutely. The concept behind a cruise line or any type of a travel affiliate that allowed or provided that type of service, it's just an extra added level of security for the traveler, an extra level of security for the cruise ship management company, because they'll know where their clients are in case they're lost or miss their boat, or in case there's an emergency. So consequently, that's another application. And of course, it has the fencing, the electronic fencing that's built into the programming as well, just like the SecuraPal.
In other words, if you go out of a certain boundary area, it'll sound alarm, it'll make calls.
Exactly. As far as inactivity, it's the same type of an alarm system. Let's say you've programmed something for your parent who is in a state of, how shall I say, relaxation, and they're living at home alone, and you definitely want to make sure that they're active and continue to have a care.
The point is, if you don't hear from them for a while.
Well, it's more is the inactivity.
That's what I mean.
That something is, let's say you program
if it's not
it for
moved
8 hours.
It'll call.
Right.
And one other interesting point is, this has a technology in that if someone who has this on should fall and trip and fall down, or if you have this and you drop it, it will send a signal.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, so you can be safeguarded even if you don't actively do something with it, for example. So if you're inactive or fall, for example, you can also call for help without doing anything on your own.
Well, gentlemen, this is really pretty fascinating. It's an ingenious technology. I know that you're the only one who are marketing this right now.
That's right.
It's SecuraTrac, SecuraPal, and you can also put it on pets to help keep pets so that you know where they are if they get out of your home, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Thank you so much for telling us. This is really, really interesting. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm William Shatner, and you're watching Moving America Forward.
This organization represents companies across our great nation that embody the spirit, dedication, know-how, and can-do attitude which has made America the great nation it is today. And now let's present the Keeping America Strong Award.
Now it's my honor to present this prestigious award to Chris Holbert and to Robert Tomlinson of SecuraTrac for the outstanding work that their company is doing to help keep America moving forward. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Llewellyn. This really goes to Chris and to all those people out there that are going to be using the device, actually.
It's a great honor. Chris, thanks again for telling us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, and I appreciate the time.
That's it for another edition of Moving America Forward. I'm Bert Tenzer. Join us again as we continue to bring you the entrepreneurs who move America forward.
I'm William Shatner, and for all of us at Moving America Forward, thanks for watching.